evening, everyone. This is Reverend Ruth on Story Bar with Angel Healing Ministries, and we are back once more with another message for you. It feels like the message kind of fits with the talk that I did yesterday. Right now it's actually Saturday, and Saturday. And yesterday was Friday, and this kind of fits in with the Friday talk. So I figured I'd bring it up and talk about it and mention it to you. Okay. First, this is Reverend Ruth on Story Bar with Angel Healing Ministries. And our mission statement is to guide, we are here to guide you on your path to find God while we support you with love and light along your path back to God and show you how important truth and faith are along your path back to God and show you how important truth and faith are along your path back to God. And as I always open up, I also surround myself with the white golden light of Mother, Father, God to protect and or surround my whole entire house and family. So this whole entire energy flows with us. As you know, my friends, we talked about, staying the course. And once you stay on course, the next step is to make a change. And when you make a change, which is the scary part of life, is making that change. And we all have to make a change sometimes in our lives, because sometimes what we're doing right now isn't where we're supposed to be, or it's not getting us anywhere. And by doing the same thing over and over again, my friends, what happens? We wind up putting ourselves back or leaving ourselves stuck in a place we don't want to be. But then again, maybe you do want to be in that place, or maybe you don't. It's really a choice again, because there are a lot of people that are often comfortable in the way things are going, and there are also those who are not comfortable, but yet they're afraid to make the change. I, for one, am one that does not actually bode well with change, although I have to do it every now. I have to do it to keep up with what I've got my life going on and doing. I mean, after a long time of staying stuck in the same place, not much else happens, and you get upset, you get depressed, and that's not where we want to be, my friends. We want to be happy and joyful like God intended us to be. And when it comes to making a change, it can be scary, and I could say false evidence appearing real, but it kind of goes back to staying the course, you see, my friends, because the same thing with that staying the course, something stops you from staying the course, so also something stops you from making the change as well. But it's always that same question. Is it really a source making the change, or is that coming from within you unknowingly? Because sometimes, you get that feeling of, I'm going to go, and you start taking off, and you take off, and all of a sudden something just happens that stops you. And then you're back there again, where you left off. And you're looking around, and you're in the same place. You're like, I'm in the same place, I'm in the same situation, and I still have the same issues I need to take care of. And I'm still dealing with the same health issues that are there. And maybe because, are you comfortable with that? Does it make you feel comfortable? Or would you prefer to be feeling healthier? Again, with making a change, I would also highly recommend taking a look at how it would make you feel. How can you imagine your life going to be? Can you imagine all the things you could do in that change? Could you imagine the lifestyle you could lead, the healthy food and all that other stuff? And I'm doing it the best I can, and it's taking it really slow. Hello, Diana. See, there's my Diana. Hi, say hi. And I'm taking it slow. I know I don't like to move too quickly with these things. But every now and again, it's always nice to make a little bit of a change here and there. And here's a nice little question I like to put out to you. If your finances weren't limited, and maybe it's finances that's causing the stop in the change. If you weren't limited in your finances, and I ask myself every day, what would you do? Well, I would fix my house for sure. And I would give money to charities and stuff like that. And it would be a lot easier to make the change in my life. I mean, that's one of the biggest challenges that I have, and me and my counselor talk about it every day, about making changes. I can make changes, but little by little. So can we all make changes? Because you see, when it comes down to it, my friends, you want to take a good look at the full picture before just jumping in. When you take a look at the full picture, and you see what will work for you, and you see how much better life can be by making a specific change in your life. Again, I mentioned, can you imagine? And if it looks like something you really want to do, if it looks like it fits your personality, if it fits in, and you really do literally want to make a change, then take that step forward to do it. Even if it's a little baby step. Not everyone has to take a large long jump. I mean, some of us can take a leap of faith and make the change. I mean, leap of faith is another way of doing things as well. I mean, how many things, if you make this change, that we could do, and one way to start is by being happy with what you got and working with what you got, and then finding other ways to get to an even better point in your life that will help you make that change. I mean, if you really, really think about it, my friends, and you ask God and the universe to guide you to where you want to go, maybe that's all you need. But there's always that little minute of doubt. If I make this change, what my life be like? And you want to be happy with it. And some people look at it and they say, well, if I make this change, am I going to be the same person I was? Will I do the same things that I've always done? Will I do more? Will I do this? Will I do that? Or, it always goes back to that same question. Let's say it's a successful change, a financial successful change. And I mentioned this again in the other talk. Would it really, how much of a big difference would that make in your lives, my friends? I think about this all the time. And then I get going. And I'm working on it as of now. But there's always that one thing that I'm always concerned about. If I make this change, am I going to be the same person? The truth is, my friends, if you're a writer, fame, fortune, whatever it is, and it's not all about that. It's about helping the people. You could still be the same person you always been, but with a better lifestyle, a better outlook on life. Making a change is just choosing something that will help you do it. Like, one way of making a change is, I wouldn't recommend taking, some people would take whatever job they want, but take a look at the job. And if it's going to help you get any closer to that destiny that you want, or that plan that you have for yourself, my friends, maybe, just maybe, it would be great. And you want to hop in there and take that opportunity and take the skills that you learn from that and add it to your everyday life. I mean, making changes can be scary, but think about it. Would it be a better lifestyle? Would it help with other things? You have to map it out in your mind. You have to have that vision. And once you have that vision of what you want your life to look like, it's a lot easier to make that change. So, as I said, put it out on a vision board, or write it down on a piece of paper, and look at it every day, like a notebook that says, my new life. I think I'm going to go and do that. Might be a great idea. And you write down in that notebook of your life what changes you want. And then you section off the things you can do to get there, my friends. And then the supports, you get those supports in place. And, ask, if you don't feel right about something, Like, let's say someone's helping you out and you don't feel right about it, you feel like you're taking advantage. Consult with your higher power. Consult with God. Talk to the person that's helping you out and see what their take on it. See how do they feel about it. And if you want to take care of the situation later, like then maybe when you get to your point in your life, you get to a better life, you can repay them, you can pay it forward. Maybe it's time to make a book that says My Better Life and section it off. Write down what you're willing to do to get there. And then weave it into a rope or a ladder that will lead you to where you want to go. Like, okay, to make that change, look at yourself. Like, let's say, for instance, if you go take a test, a study, to find out where you'll accelerate work-wise, if you're still looking for work, and you go to get yourself a check on that, and you see that there's a certain field you come up better in, maybe that's the field you should pursue for work to get where you need to go. And you really, really need to take the time to look for it. Now, you may have challenges, like I have some challenges too, but that doesn't stop you from going online and taking a look. But also, when you get ready to do that, you got to stop. You get nervous. You got to find out why. Because if it's going to really, really help you and move you forward, this change, then maybe go and do it. Take one step at a time, I'm going to start doing that myself. I'm especially going to start making that notebook that says, my better life. And I'm going to write that down and put everything together into what I want to do, and I'm going to map it out how I want to get there. I think we all should do this, especially those of us who are still seeking, are still wondering where we want to be. Because when we have it in front of us, my friends, it's a lot easier, a lot easier to see the map that's going to lead you in the direction you're going to want to go. And find ways to do it. And nowadays on Facebook, there are things you can do GoFundMe things. And if you're out of options, maybe you should try a GoFundMe thing. And there are a lot of communities out there, organizations that are willing to volunteer and help out. Find out what those organizations are, my friends, and use them use them to help you out. And get yourself in touch and develop your skills. Even go back to other skills that might have helped you in the past. This is, like I say, don't focus on the past, but use the past as like a mirror to reflect what it is that got you started in the first place to make the finances you need, and go back to it. And once you do that, my friends, you've already started your journey to the change that you want in your life. And perhaps as you continue up the road and you stay loyal to it and you get the guidance you need, perhaps in 2 to 3 years, or maybe a 2 to 5 year plan, what you want will make it happen. And like every year, like with those happy planners, write down the goals that you want to make every month, that you want to reach. And reach that goal. That shows you're making a change in your life, my friends. It shows you're taking the step forward to do it. And we really, really need to take that step forward. Because the longer we stay where we are, the more situations, the situation can change, not for the way you want it to change. But we have the power within us to make positive change in our life. So, my friends, make that change. Push yourself forward the best you can, my friends. Take that time. Make that notebook that says My Better Life. And focus on it each and every day. Meditate and pray on it. Commune with God and your guides. Start now and begin that better life you want for yourselves. Thanks, my friends. And if you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe. We love you. Namaste. And this is Reverend Ruth Anstaria Bar with Angel Healing Ministries. We love you. Namaste. And be the change you're meant to be. Go forward, my friends, and make it happen. We love you. Namaste. Thanks.